Okay, hello there. We're going to play our third match of this season, playing Akuchi. See, maybe setting some stuff up. Ready. Maybe I hit record too early. Classic mistake. I've completely forgotten to click like the kingdom view for a couple seasons, I think. Just haven't been actually I don't remember the other season, but this season I for sure have not clicked kingdom view. So I should do that. I'll do it right away. Watch this. Boom. A whole bunch of things pop into view. Okay, what do we got? Wait, the seal? No shelters. Cursed chariot race. No cursed trashing. Some copper trashing. I don't know if there's any real trick here. You could attempt to do some double tax stuff. Probably not super compelling, but it might be okay. You're basically competing against like cursed chariot race trove money in some ways. I don't know. I mean, you really would be fighting it on money, I guess. Not totally insane, but I mean, the other thing is that you'd be fighting, I guess, a deck that maybe is cleaner and buys. But the chariot races come with the loot, so that doesn't really work all that well. Yeah, the alt VP isn't super good. Honestly, this is sort of funny draw here. I don't even know if it's good or not, but I mean, this is good for Akuchi. I did buy a orb. Orb's not that exciting. Probably worth triggering. Got to top deck a lot of things there. Kind of cute. I don't know if the GMs are even all that good. I mean, they gotta be okay, but I have not won any chariot races yet. I don't necessarily have that much of a lower of a cost deck, frankly. But so it goes. What if you take a haggler? Okay, well, I guess I'm buying a province or gaining a province. um, I don't know if the Grand Markers are even. This is killing me. Like, they've hit Chariot Race reveal a loot like a couple times now. I mean, these points are not nothing on this board at all. Like, they're quite good. So this is going to be a little bit of a pain if it keeps up to where I get way fewer chariot races. I mean, at this point, of course, they have more chariot races, so it's not that weird, but I mean, the chariot races all come with loot and a curse, but like these flips are killing me because I don't even really have, I don't know. I mean, it's just random. So it's not. When I hit, yeah, I'm going to keep whining about this if I keep looking at it. So I guess we just play. Because, like, I don't have a out for it necessarily. I mean, I don't have any control over it. You could do Necromancer with Spy. I mean, it's not like I'm in a terrible position or anything, but I'm a little bit worried about a double province coming up for Aku at some point, but oh my god. You can't do anything on these. There is at least an out where, I mean, if the GMs had ever run, there would have been something to do there, but or a real threat on pile out. And there may end up sort of being one. Yeah, okay. Well, of course. I mean, what else is going to happen? Gonna save one of those. Who is lowering the GMs, which is, yeah, zero chariot races hit. Why would a chariot race hit? The cap on this is going to be they're going to zombie mason a loot and just double. It's going to be the real finish for this game. It's going to make me lose my mind. A little surprised they aren't like thinking about swapping in a tactician, but this is gonna work out okay just in terms of that. But not if they hit a double. Okay. Where are we at here? Actually. So I could play a money lender. Does that just win? 9, 10. Depends on what the poacher draws. Well, okay. That depends on what the I mean, I can zombie apprentice. I guess I'd do it. I don't know if I played that in the right order. That was probably mostly first player. I did draw the... I mean, Aku couldn't really know when they did the triple duchy thing, or whatever it was, the duchy thing, that I was just holding a cruddy hand with just a tactician. I mean, it was basically perfect for me. But Lost Arts on Ninja will be good. I mean, Lost Arts even just on Sook would be okay too. You could probably go through the provinces pretty fast. Well, I do not have a 5.2, so I'm gonna buy this thing. I guess they'll probably take. I mean, I guess if you put. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready to handle all the curses I'm going to have to handle, but well, let's see here. There is a chance I hit the lamp here. Damn, which would be good. It's like a 50-50. Okay, well, we didn't hit the lamp. Maybe I should go just for secret cave. We had 50. I mean, we did have a 50-50. It's kind of nice. Guess this falconer doesn't. Reacting it isn't so good. It makes the lamp harder to do. I would like to do the lamp. That is for sure. We could one. The annoying thing here is we got. There are a couple annoying things actually. I don't know if that was correct. It seemed reasonable. Hmm. If they have the souk to play, then they still get their activation. Fortunately. That's just the way it goes. I'm still, it's whatever. It's not unworkable or anything like that. I'm just going to eat a bunch of curses. Most probably. That part won't be ideal. But what can you do? Yeah, I like the haggler. I would like to get a Sook and a haggler as well myself. These aren't, I don't know. The squires aren't that good. At least they can get in the way potentially. And obviously this is super awful too though. Because we haven't managed to get. Guess we can do that later. Okay. What we really would like to draw is the stinking Snowyville. Oh, okay, there it is. That's nice. We don't want to discard. I don't believe. We're gonna take the last 3 curses here for sure. Can't afford province or anything without. Can we get to like Sook in a useful way? Or get to Haggler and Sook in a useful way? Like get a Haggler, buy a Sook, and gain a ninja would be kind of nice, but like, how do we do that without? We got one. There's a no. I discard the silver. I don't have the silver. Yeah, this is kind of bad. Doing the angle I'm trying to discard. I mean, going to Sook. There's still a witch down in here. I mean, we can always just try and. I want to still make sure we have enough. If we draw the witch, we draw whatever actually. Fortunately, neither of these have a double type. So this isn't gonna help too much. I'm not sure I found the right combination of things here, but whatever. I could go a little further. I'm pretty sure I didn't. One, two, how many did I set aside there? Oh boy. I guess it doesn't matter. That was really not good enough. In the face of eating the rest of the curses. I'll split the difference. So then Aku plays a bunch of squires. Maybe has a secret cave money. Grotto's down. Agler Souk. Not gonna have, say, double, but even gonna be in a really probably pretty consistent spot, unfortunately. You can build up the draw a little bit too. Keep hagglering for the. I mean, okay, you don't have a set. If you had 2 hagglers, you could build up pretty wild, but I mean, you can falconer for like another squire or another grotto or something, and kind of get done what you need to get done. Secret cave surprises me a little bit. But whatever. Guess runs a little low on action here, which is maybe nice. Not low enough. Not low enough, but I don't know. I cannot wait till I draw the 5 cards here and don't see anything else useful. That part I am looking forward to. I mean, to be fair, I actually got pretty useful. Not hard to complain about this, even seeing the snowy, to be honest. So again, it's for sure not gonna work. What can you even do? I mean, you can't get. I mean, I guess you could monkey. I didn't find the haggler. I mean, if I play, this is all the actions I can play, right? What I'm staring at. I mean, I can play a falconer if I like draw a haggler, for instance. But otherwise, we aren't gonna go anywhere. I don't even know if I get around to the ninjas again. The deck's just too big. I'm not sure what I'm doing. How much do you get if you play? If I play it now, I get 2. Whatever. We can't really get. We're gonna draw 3. I mean, we can't even. Maybe it's not impossible. Maybe it's not technically impossible. There's a secret cave and there is a witch. So if we draw both, I guess we get there. If one of those isn't like bottom decked, maybe. I'm not sure. Not a very. We saw the haggler on that turn. We could have done a little bit more. We might have been able to discard. We might have been able to score like 5 points, like trash curses. Maybe. But this is the advantage of having the Ninja Shadow, because we get a lot more consistency as far as just kicking off turns. But I mean, we're not in a comparable level of thinness, so it's not really that useful. We draw 4, the 3 left. I guess it doesn't even work even if we see all the things I talked about. I needed to play the witch for draw, I guess. But that didn't feel very good. Okay. It's not particularly useful. We made 3 pile before we emptied the provinces. Not impossible. Aku can get quite a few buys if the ninjas are gone to do grottos between hagglers and stuff. It's not that hard, actually. Not that hard for witches to empty either off haggler gains, but we'll see. Oh, this is already it. No? Did Aki just not take a win there? Maybe he didn't have quite enough. Maybe not quite enough. The secret caves aren't super good. What are we? That's true. I don't know what my win con looks like here. It could be a world where it's not, play as many ninjas as possible. It's hard to imagine that that's the world, but well, apparently we could save 1. Are we gonna shuffle? Kind of hard to. Could beggar. Beggar for what? 36, 12. That's not even 13. I mean, I guess it is 13 if I don't play the grotto for draw. You could just take a silver and do a bigger grotto here, which still doesn't probably get to the shuffle. Is this correct? I don't know. We're going to need a longer game anyway, so we'll see. If Aku whiffs on the witches, it's not that hard for Aku to sort of dud. Well, dud is probably exaggerating it. I don't know, just Dutchy isn't that scary, I guess. Or it buys me a little time. So I'm gonna... I don't even know if I have a card to trigger the shuffle here after I draw these up to 8. Well, we do. Okay, that part's good. We're gonna hope we get to do some suking here. Really, it would be nice to have drawn the... Whatever, this is good enough for what I'm trying to do. I mean, obviously it would have been nice to draw the stinking whatever. It's really, I was gonna say, it's sort of just a question of when does Aku put the turn together that has more of the witches. Which unfortunately the answer seems to be right now. I don't know, you can't province safely if you're Akuchi. It's not at all, it would not be at all unreason or impossible. What am I trying to say? It would not be at all impossible for me to hit a Haggler Souk again and beat it, depending on what Aku's doing with the province here, of course. I mean, but maybe he just has double. I don't know. That does not look like double. So this is fairly risky. Given that I have this shuffle, given that I have so this is not quite there. No, this is just wins, right? Double estate, double. Yeah, this just wins, I believe. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. I don't think you should promise her if you're Aku. No, maybe they felt like they just couldn't do anything else. Not sure. Alright, game 2 I forgot the kingdom, but we're gonna go for at least 50%, so here's the kingdom again. I'm remembering on the boards with loot, apparently. So this is kind of a weird one. No trashing. Maybe palace is okay. You can silver mine and buy golds, and then it gives you a line into wealthy villages, which may also help you buy some of those things. I don't know. There's not a lot. Do you go for like a double avoid here to hit the what? The silver mine? Seems stupid. I don't know how this works exactly. So you can disc 3, so I just toss. I have 11 cards, so I'm going to toss 3 estates and then that. Like that. Is that a thing? I don't know. There are labs. But without trashing, it's a little bit Ready. You get courtier, you can print some points. I'm gonna try it. It's not, I don't think, unreasonable. This is a little sad to hit just 3 here and not be able to hit the flag, take the flag bearer back, but what can you do? It's really not a very good silver. I mean, obviously just 3 is bad here in general. I would have loved to take a courtier or anything, but it's all right. I'm kind of skeptical you can like actually draw super consistently here just with Wealthy Village Lab and Carnival. And Sage, I guess, helps. But I could have gotten the gold. That might have been better. I do get to hit a Wealthy Village here, which is kind of fun. This is not super ideal. Just go for provinces right away. No. This is more money. Well, it's actually, it's only bad because I don't have the chalice yet. This is just bad, period. But we're not enough to trigger, so that's unfortunate. Oh well, we'll be okay. Or we'll be something. We may not be okay, but we'll be alive. I can Dutchy dance with golds for quite a while. I guess if it ever came to that. They got an endless chalice. This is better once we have the all this silver mine nonsense is quite a bit better once I have the endless chalice down, frankly. Then the plus buys get you somewhere actually, which is nice. I don't know, are we gonna see Frigate come into play? We just be friendly. It'll look a little different depending on if this sage finds a silver equivalent or whether or not it finds a... That's not true. I mean, I guess it's gotta... Well, no, it could do Wealthy Village in a estate. I mean, it could find nothing. It's not crazy to put these up here. I would really have liked to actually get some stinking... I guess we just continue. I mean, getting the doubloons is fine. I would have just liked to get some actual plus buy. That's okay. Maybe I ought to have put one of those up there. Get another amphora. Okay. Would have... Well, I still have the flag. I really don't want insignia all that much. I don't want 2 insignia. It's okay. Yeah, I maybe should have done a big avoid there, but it's okay. We have a nonsense deck anyway. It's always going to be a nonsense deck, so it's alright to have a little nonsense in it. I think I can play pretty good without lab. Or without frigate. Surprised they didn't take a silver. Guess they only have the one gold. But it gives you an option for whatever that's worth. This carnival can't actually see the jewels, which is kind of funny. Not super great for me, but I didn't know they had another frigate actually. Did I have enough to buy? No, I only had... How much money did I have? 8, 9. I only had 9. Is this safe? It's not like super safe. It would feel a lot better if I had or if I had they at least don't have a courtier. No, well this will probably be enough. This will certainly be enough. Okay. Huh. I don't know about that one. Here's the kingdom. Kind emperor. What is the thing, poet? That's the gain action. Okay. Because you can raise something. So villages are pretty lacking here. Shop has a couple targets. Shop has a few targets. Probably Wharf Idols are a little better than trying to do Trickster, if I had to guess. I guess it's not too unreasonable to try like Poet and just have shops and Snake Witches. Maybe pretty good. So here's the question. Do we just wait and take our Wharf? No, probably not. You just take Poets, I guess, once you're in that part. It's sort of tempting to try and be a little risky about it, but whatever. It's going to be like a pretty good way of getting the second Wharf, so that's fine. Gold is okay. Gold is nice to unlock Kintsugi, honestly. I was kind of taking idols in hopes that eventually we would just hit a Sky's Gift, you know? And that might be a... We cannot play the shop, unfortunately, unless we know for sure the raise is next card, which, you know, it might have been, but we can't do it in general. Okay, so now we've got Kintsugi unlocked. This is basically, I'm just doing this to kind of make the Poets maybe labs. Obviously, if you draw the Snake Witches in your hand like this, it's not going to work, but... And I'll give curses too if I can, that's not unreasonable either. But that's the idea anyway. That's why I did the Kintsugi so aggressively when obviously I could have done quite a bit else with it. With that money and that, you know. But we'll see. I guess we probably don't really have too much risk of a pile out in this game, even though we're going to be gaining these Poets and such. I hope my cursing is useful. It may not be that useful. There's also, you know, you have Kintsugi unlocked. The province milling is quite scary if you're a little behind on that. We'll see. But if you're just like the one behind, I mean, you still have threat. So my goal, what is my goal? Idle getting silver would be really nice. They're quite a nice thing. I don't like the couriers. I don't really quite get that angle. I don't think you're gonna, I mean, I think you run a risk of not being able to play your wharves. I mean, like you won't be able to like safely play the couriers if you don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess Poet can help that. So it's not completely crazy or anything, but kind of trying to see if, I don't know what that whoops is for, but whatever. See if I can find that shop. Guess now I will find the shop. I guess it's worth killing it. I don't even know. What am I gonna have here? Moon's Gift, not too good. I guess I could, well, the shop's still pretty good. I keep drawing these snake witches in the starting hand, which I don't want, but. It's alright. I don't know what the whoops was. Or. Oh, you can raise a giant. I guess that's fine. I guess that'll let you set your couriers up at like. Doesn't seem all that great to me. It's a pretty sad use of your kind emperor. It's not crazy to take like a shop while you have just the snake witches in hand. But I still kind of like building up the poets. Even though obviously the deck isn't super friendly to poet. It's more like Wishing Well. You're just like trying to pull out coppers and maybe you get lucky. Find a raise and stuff. I don't know what the whoops was for. Okay, Aku's following on the idols now. Will Wisp would be quite nice to hit. I don't know what the whoopses are. I still don't know what the whoopses are. So we hit useless C's gift and we hit Wynn's gift. But that's okay. We just have to live with some of that. I'm not sure about the gold. We could have done double shop, might have been a little better. I don't know. Double shop's a little hard, but maybe double snake witch. I don't know. I don't know how much to believe I can actually draw a deck in any meaningful way versus whatever other things. I don't actually know if I can make that happen or not. The Wynn's Hex did cost me a double province, which I would have taken. But yeah, you can just die. You can just die on these couriers. They're so bad. I don't know why you play them. You know, like what is the line there? It's so scary. Now I might take a shop here since I have the poet already, just to get a little more money. Since we already had both the poet and the wharf. This is fine, I guess. What do we... I mean, flames I could have taken, but... I just want to lower these things now, and then... So now when you have these half shuffles, it's a little different, but then your couriers maybe don't suck so much, but... Anyway, I don't think Aku's gonna win on this turn, but hopefully I have threat to mill pretty well. That's my hope anyway. I still don't know again whether to do shops versus poets on this shuffle. But I'm eating some curses here, which will definitely change things a bit. I don't know what this... I mean, I guess you can pull a courier out when you have these messy shuffles. There's still quite a bit of value, like I said, in just the shop money for Kintsugi, I would say. I mean, even if I can just true double again, that's just like a lot of points on this kingdom. So what do you take? Obviously, again, Poet gives you the most draw, but I may not need strict draw, right? There's like a lot to be said for this. This has a shot of cursing. No. No dice. Okay. This is still a really good turn. Will-o-wisp, nice. Fields gift, nice. Aku does not. Okay, Aku does have a wharf. Okay. I guess I can duchy province a couple of different ways, or I can province mill. Province mill leaves one province. They would need 1, 2, 3, 4. That's no, that doesn't work. Don't mind getting the will-o-wisp. $21. 14 would be pretty nice. 14 would be really nice. Let's see. I'm just going off that Aku can't score that much. That's pretty much all I'm going off of here. I don't even know if it's true. Could very well be untrue. Gold play suggests that it's probably true. And then this will be guaranteed win. Can take a courtier. Did it not work with the golds and stuff? I don't know. Now I'm just being a jerk. Okay. Ah. Okay, I'll take it. Like, well, I mean, I didn't check it, but I kind of wonder about Aku's. Maybe not enough fuel to get the double province or the double duchy. Again, wedding encampment, that's not terrible. You probably do want to. You can't open with that, I guess. Actually, black market into wedding would be kind of appealing. You do probably want a siren. I'm gonna open black market candlestick maker, which sounds insane. But you can kind of get the gold when you're ready for it. I mean, what you want is a masquerade. that would be awesome. This is a, I don't know. Smithy's not that good. I'm gonna go double encampment. And then the wedding here. If you have 5, hunting party is really good. If you don't have 5, I don't know if chariot race is better than the alternatives. Pendant, of course, is garbage. I do have a real risk of just drawing the black market with like not money for things when I have the debt. That's okay. I think this is right. This angle here are reasonable at the very least. If you get lucky, it's gonna look stupid. If you get unlucky, you still are playing with, you know, I still have the plus buy. I can replace the encampments if I whiff on them. You know, it's not crazy. This is actually looks pretty okay as far as that all goes. Yeah, Siren would still be quite good to get. But a Trasher from the black market would be the best thing you could get. Why do I have a point? Wedding gives you a point. Wedding's so funny. It's a funny little event. This is gonna be cute for me. There go those. Recruiter, wow, that's good. That's really good. Hopefully I get something as awesome. You know, it's not bad. What do we have? I mean, can gain plunders. That's kind of nice. It's not nearly as nice as a recruiter though. we have to be willing to admit that. The recruiter is super good. I don't know what you get. I mean, I guess if you have a trash to it, you might take a siren here. It's not unreasonable. We gotta do it, don't we? Or copper trash. Can make plunder still. I do wish I had a recruiter. The envy is gonna drive me. Trash is an old map. That's all they could trash. That kind of sucks. These are not all that great. I mean, they're not. They're just not. They're fine, but they're probably worse than just taking like a minion. You can do minion here with the treasure still, as long as you have enough black markets or some draw. I mean, you can take one at least for sure and be okay. I do really need to get a siren. It was maybe, I mean, what are the other alternatives? You get another black market. Oh no, that let the falconer go. I made a huge mistake. I don't know that it's really a huge mistake, but well, maybe I should have gone the black market. We can't forget seize the day. I'm probably gonna forget seize the day. Yeah, we gotta figure out this deck. Probably should have gotten the siren. I can believe that. Is it? There's a plunder in here, right? No, I lied. Okay, so here we can do the mint. Yes. A recruiter is so good. What do they have a VP point for? Oh, just the estate they have it. Okay, yeah. They did have a bad draw with their recruiter earlier, to be fair. They did take the ironworks, huh? Interesting. Okay. I just want a trasher. I would take a forger. Forger would be pretty good. I would take a second recruiter. Is there another one in there? Okay, I don't love this situation. Just because, well, if we find the artisan, it's awesome, but this is not the artisan, so it's not as awesome. I don't love this. Well, this is nice, actually. Can't complain too much about that. The Den of Sin is nice. May not pan out, but okay. So this is unfortunate, but whatever. You've got to be kidding me. That's not good. Okay, so let's get... I don't love these either. Has Haku Chibot seized the day? We'll never know. I don't believe so. That was not a great deal to lose that encampment there, but whatever. I didn't play the. This is also just a huge number of the things that encampment needs to find. So that kind of sucks. I don't like my long-term chances here. Curses run, we could pile candlestick makers or estates or something, but this is just a really bad draw. Actually, we had some really nice draws coupled with some kind of duddy things, but that's kind of how it goes, I guess. Question is whether this minion could work out, but oh my gosh, this is brutal. So brutal. Church is alright. Because Haunted Woods is good. I'll get to church. King's Cash is good, but you don't have enough money for it now. Lurker's alright. You can do Lurker Mint Trick, which would be really cute. And I mean, there's no reason Aku wouldn't be able to make that happen, so. I don't even know. I think I have to put the Plundered back just because I don't. Well, I don't know how many of these things I have. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken a black market there just to do the pile quicker. I hope Aku gets to do the. I would buy a Distant Shore. I hope Aku gets to do the. I would buy Distant Shore for sure. Do the Lurker trick. That would be really cute. If they get to play a bunch of coppers with black market, then play Lurker and gain mint. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, maybe another black. I mean, it would be nice to have this game be pushing towards an end versus me going against this deck that has trashing and I don't. I would like that, but anyway, Aku's lowering these as well, so Aku has to have a black market. So if you have any number of coppers in hand, more than like 3, you for sure want to do the mint thing. I'm like 100% sure. I guess you could not have the coppers. That's like a possibility. Obviously you don't have to play the plunder right away there. I mean, yeah, if you don't have the coppers, then, but if you had 3, is still pretty appealing, I would think. Obviously, it restricts what you can afford a little bit from the black market, but not very much. It just might make you pay some coffers, and then you still just play those things afterwards. I would have thought that would be a pretty good move there. Obviously, 3 coppers isn't as exciting as doing like 5 or something, but I wonder what they'll take here, if they'll take a magnate. I mean, it's draw. Draw's draw. Definitely have had more luck with the kingdom stuff than with anything from the black market, for me, at least. But didn't go for anything. I'm kind of, well, if they think they're gonna be in line with the that's a question. I don't really need. The only thing I really would want would be the displace or just a distant shore. Because I'm pretty happy seeing the decks, or seeing if we can get the decks to empty. But I don't know. You can buy these things, but you may never get to play them. And that's the issue. This is not great. I mean, we can lower. Well, the scary thing then is going to be black market. It could have been lowering these down to 3, to be honest. That wouldn't have been crazy. So as we go through these, we're going to take 3 estates out easy. Aku's going to play the distant shores, or the next couple turns, we're going to take out the estates pretty easily. I mean, Aku can opt not to, but, you know, you're taking some kind of, or you're paying a pretty decent opportunity cost not to do that. Maybe I should have taken an estate. I don't know. I would have taken province if I could have afforded it. It's hard to buy stuff from the black market IMO at this point. But you can do it if you think you're going to put together a good enough turn. I don't remember what they took last time. The city's a little weird to me. But I'm just going to try and pile. And to that end, it may have been a lot better to do 2 black markets last turn. I could believe that easily. But I didn't really know. And I'd have obviously like quite a bit fewer points as well. Aku can also return encampments. Now, they didn't go for it there, but that's can make the deck a little longer, or the game a little longer too. And it probably will make a lot of sense for Aku to do that. And now we're in the final. Okay, the seizes are gone. And we're in the final. What do I name here? Copper. I mean, I killed 4 of the coppers. Just curse. I don't know what the player is. Distant Shore would have been nice to play. Guardian not too useful. None of these are too useful. We didn't play any plunders, which would have been nice. If the black markets, if I had lowered the black markets, I would still have enough. I would just win here. But that's not the case. We could double duchy. We could just province and wait. I'm worried Aku puts together some big turn, but maybe that's paranoia. It would have been lovely to see some of this stuff, but you understand it's not always in the cards. And we'll see. I mean, just even playing those instead of the may have also been the play to take the estates, take an estate or 2 on the last turn, but I got a little nervous, a little nervy. If I had done that, I would have had a little more threat on that. But it's okay. Because I could have, estates could have been at 2, right? And I would have had 23. So that's a little scary to me. If Aku has this with 2 buys, and if the estates are at 2 at this point, that's pretty scary. If I'm just at 23, that seems losable too. So I don't know about all that. Obviously, if he doesn't get it, it makes my finish quite a bit easier. But yeah, there goes an encampment down, which is, I think, quite good for Aku to lose. So it may have been taking the time to, I don't know, that went pretty quick. It looked like it was automatic, but They may have been taking the time to turn that autoplay off, which is good heads up play if that was what happened. It's for sure there's more advantage to Aku in a longer game than to me. If you're not winning this turn. Now, if you could win this turn, then it's a little different. It looks like the autoplay is still on, so that doesn't look intentional. Just based on what I'm seeing here. May not be too meaningful, but what did I wish for? I hope I at least wished for things that were in the deck. I don't know if there were curses in the deck. This one at least was reasonable. Reasonable looking. Aku's gonna probably have double. I wonder. I'm confused. This was already winning. Well, okay. So you just set up to do it next turn. You like buy 3 estates. Well, that's a little. Buy estate, province, double estate, but then your encampment goes back. Yeah, maybe you can't risk trying to pile. Still a nice voyage turn, probably. Oh yeah, especially if you get to play a siren. That's a really good turn. I don't think they played recruiter either there. Maybe I missed it, but I think recruiter's still in here. That could kill another curse if there is one. Now buying estate or encampment is a little scary, maybe. Yeah. I think I have to play this. What am I even looking for? I don't know. Well, we may end up... I don't know. I kind of think Aku will be able to do the pile out, but... we could end up with a... province. Emptying game. No one feels secure. Yeah, it gets another curse trash, unfortunately. Some nice little filtering from the old map here. Poor Gains is possible, but not necessarily. Well, that's not true. They have those, whatchamacallit. When did Aku buy a Crossroads? Why play the Crossroads before the old map? Isn't that, like, surely wrong? How many? When did they get all these? Holy cow. This is brutal. This is a good turn. I just have to assume they're going to make it to the pile out here. They have the Falconer, they have the Ironworks, they have the Candlestick Makers, they have the other distant shores. That's quite a turn. This I don't love. I guess if you're playing for a win, no, if you play for a win, you take the estate with the Falconer even earlier. I don't know. They're going to make it, obviously. So it's whatever. Or they already have it in hand. But I didn't like that play order as far as between the old map Crossroads and Falconer there. I'm pretty sure you've made your search space smaller there. I don't know though. That was a fun little one. I didn't know. I mean, I was still close even without the recruiter, so there were probably a couple things that could have made it feasible. Tireless. What does Tireless do? Tireless sucks. Just open Ferry Wharf. I guess you can open Ferry Sailor. Ferry Wharf, but buy a sailor. Groundskeeper is good. Lurker is alright. You will need some coins of the realm. It's still not that. Even if you do the ferry sailor thing, it's not like it's in any way guaranteed to get the good draw. Now you can play for it. Obviously, if you hit the good draw, then you're super happy, but like if you're like me. I even drew the estates. That's wild. So, what is this gonna look like? These are two estates though, so the next hand is pretty crappy. Probably pretty crappy. It would have been whatever. It's not that bad. This was a very good draw. He's pretty good. I wonder if I should hold on the second sailor. Surprised they didn't go sailor or wharf. That's okay. Pew. All right. Wow, look at this money. How they get so much money? I don't know if this is gonna work out in the way I want it to. To be perfectly honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the other cards? So they could get 2 of the conjurers, I guess. But it would be... it would be okay. Wouldn't be unreasonable. How do they have so much money? They're gonna need to get a wharf though. Which means they can't really do the conjurer sailor. Like they're well, I say they need to. They probably want to. Yeah, I mean, I guess they can get as many of the conjurers as they want. They're just doing that at the expense of getting other stuff, which is probably okay. I just do have a lot of coins on the mat. Well, just 2. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna be able to get wharves, which is nice. guess I just have to watch out for. This is the issue as I see it, and I mean Aku can still even just buy out the wars too, but I guess that's probably the play. There's not a pile out for me. Not with the estate gone. This could get hairy. I don't know. I mean, Aku's next turn could be pretty weird, though, to be perfectly honest. This is like quite a lot of stop cards, potentially. Even if you buy the 2 wars. But, yeah, I mean, if you buy the 2 wars, I don't think I have any, like, 3 pile threat. I only have moves the fairy. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. Not unreasonable, but I'm just hoping Aku does. That's all I want. This doesn't look particularly duddy to me, I have to admit. They did trash the copper, which doesn't really lend itself to piling out. There's some things you can do here in lowering, but it's maybe scary. How many wharfs did they play? 2? Yeah. Plays a dungeon. A dungeon. Okay, well we've lowered a little bit. Guess we can do this first pretty easily. So, what do we need to win? 4 buys. 4 buys, we have enough buys. So we're gonna have $6, $10. We could tie? Do we take a tie? Actions supply. We can't use that to save money. Now if we had, we're at $6. What does Aku have down? A lot of sailors, 1 conjurer, dungeon, a couple wars. I mean, I do have a pile out. And I'm not a pile. I mean, I do have a pile out. I'm tempted to just take the tie. Because I'm a bit worried about my ability to score here. And if Aku then plays 4 groundskeepers and gains, you know, estates and whatever, that I just am out of range, then I think I'm just gonna take the tie. I don't think there's a way of getting better than that with the lurker or anything. Or the lich, I should say. I can't like trash it multiple times. Well, I can trash it. I can gain it and trash it. That would be in a state. Then I don't have enough money to do the lurker. Well, then I could do... I need $10 period to do the coin of the realm. So I can't trash any of the whatever. This is just, we'll just end it. I don't know. It's not. Unfortunately. I can't see how to do it. I don't know if it's correct or not either, but... I mean, what is like... I'm kind of thinking about it. Get this. Let me put in this report and then I'm gonna take a look at the kingdom a little. There may be some trickery to do. But I suspect not. Alright. Whoops. So like, obviously if I had the if I had the lich already, there would be some things I could do. So like I can get the point, right? That's pretty easy. Now I have the point, but I can get up to 6 buys, which maybe is useful for something, I don't know. I can get this copper back. Now I have this again. And if I had another, well, the wharf isn't cheap enough, is it? If I had another favor, could maybe, I'm just not gonna have the money for any of this. Just because you can't ferry, if you could ferry the coins, that would be different. I mean, the real question, and it's just hard, I'm not going to play it from Aku's side to actually answer this. The real question is just like how many points could I have made? Essentially, is the actual question. Because I think doing this is like pretty reasonable. And I would take, well, I wouldn't do this yet. I would take this thing, right? Could even do something like this. Okay. And then I would have something like this. This does get me up to the points again. And I would play, I would play this and then I would take a province, right? I would have something like 11 points. If I wanted to here, I could take the sailor or I could take another lich or something. I probably wouldn't take another lich, but you know, you get the idea. I probably wouldn't, honestly, I probably wouldn't take anything because I would just be a little worried about the pile outs here. But if I was to take something, I could take like, I don't know, the sailor or something. Wouldn't be so crazy. Right, and I could be here. And I might even want to buy some coppers. Like, not totally crazy. But what does Aku do on this turn? Not this, right? I mean, whatever this is, Aku doesn't do this. You can be sure of that. So is Aku set up to pile out with the 4? You know, Aku's going to have 4 groundskeepers that he can play, potentially. Of course, once I'm in a spot where I can pile, then it's like different, but I don't know. I'm curious, but I don't really have a good feeling for it. Obviously now I'm just like, I could just do whatever and empty these, but that's not really that meaningful. It's just how much threat does Aku. I would have to play from Aku's side, and I don't really feel like doing that. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the match. It helped me come back closer to even, so maybe it will survive the season. We shall see. But in any case, take care.